Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. I appreciate those of you who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're talking about an oldie but a goodie called Life with Father. This movie does have Elizabeth Taylor in it, but she's not the star of the movie. She's still like a teenager. I think she's around like 15, 16, around that age of the movie. She has a small part, but you could tell in this movie that she was going to be a star that she eventually becomes in Hollywood. But enough about Elizabeth Taylor. Let's get into this movie, Life with Father. This basically is a family movie. You can watch this with your whole family, with your children. Of course, it has a husband and a wife and their 3 sons, or is it 4 sons? Can't remember the top of my head. Anyways, right off the bat, this movie kind of discriminates against redhead people. I don't know why, but like the funniest character is also at the beginning of the movie. It's their maid. And every time she sees one of her sons come down and that they have red hair, she has to do some kind of like, if you see something like a black cat crosses your path, you kind of exit out. She does something like that. I don't know if she's saying redheads are bad luck or whatever. But right off the bat, there's something against redheads that this maid has. And that character is very funny at the beginning. She takes everything a little bit too serious. She's kind of, I don't know. She takes everything a little bit too personal. Anyways, I kind of enjoyed the 5 or 10 minutes that she was in the movie. Eventually, she quits because she can't take the stress, which wasn't that much stress on her anyways. The wife in this movie is very loving. She's very friendly. She's very kind to the help of her house. The father doesn't really care about the servants or anything, but he does kind of make like snide comments, he doesn't really talk to the servants about how bad he thinks they're working. He says it more to the wife, but it's in front of the servants. So it's kind of like, he's talking about them while they're not really there. The father is like your typical father figure, especially during this time period. He's like kind of strict with his family, but you can kind of tell he's a loving father. He really cares for his sons. Gives them advice. He's there for them with their problems. If they do step out of line, he's going to be somebody who puts them back in line, tell them what's wrong. I find like the father was a very interesting character in this movie. Very much enjoyed the relationship between the father and the mother and their interactions. Or the father, while you tell he's very loving, cares for his family, but he's also strict, like I said, not only with his sons, but when it comes to like the spendage of the money that he has, he questions his wife about, where the money's going, what she's spending. Kind of reminded me some of the conversations I would have with my wife about spending and stuff. Example is like, if you're a husband, you have wives or a girlfriend or whatever, where they spend about $100, but then they tell you that they saved $40 on the sales and stuff. And, if you're a husband, you're always thinking, yeah, but you still spent $100. But, you always hear from the woman's point of view, yeah, but I saved $40. Is this, you have that kind of interaction between the husband and wife. You see the man's perspective on a certain issue, and then they give you the woman's perspective. It's like, trying to speak here that way throughout the movie, and this is so relatable if you have a spouse or you're living with somebody that you love. And I really love the dialogue that goes along with this movie. It's like top notch. It's something that you don't really see in movies together. Not together. You don't see movies today as much. And it's like the interactions and the verbiage that they use is so realistic that you see it in your everyday life, stuff like that. So I really did enjoy just the script itself. There's nothing really spectacular about the visuals. I'm not really sure if this was originally a black and white movie, just because like the color of the movie seemed a little off. Kind of seemed like it might have been added. I'm not really sure. I didn't really see the original, and then when I'm watching it, I don't really think. I was watching this on Amazon Prime. I don't remember it saying anything. Now this movie's in color or anything like that. But the visual looked a little off, especially with the coloring. However, just the dialogue, the acting, The script was very well done. I very well enjoyed it. I didn't really know where this movie was going, but it's really about the father being baptized. So there's other issues that's going on in this movie. One is up front we get like a little political message for like a couple of minutes with the father talking about politics. In this case, he's not really enjoying the Democrat Party because he's reading a newspaper and it's like, oh, they're raising my taxes again. So even back then, the Democrats are known for raising taxes. This is the year 2024, and they're still known as the party that will raise your taxes. And then, he's talking about how they're raising their taxes supposedly to help with like the city improvements and like improvements for people. And it never happens. And then he's like, these taxes are only really being raised to, put in the pockets of politicians, which is the same stuff you hear today in today's world when you talk about raising taxes and politicians not really helping. Where the tax money is not really going where it's supposed to go. They're just going to the politicians' pockets and to their friends' pockets. You get that same dialogue there early on in this movie. In this case, they used the Democratic parties as an example. Just thought that was interesting. And then furthermore, it's really goes into like religion. It's not like a religious movie of any kind. Like I said, it is deep down about the fathers getting baptized. The whole movie, everybody thinks he was already baptized. They got this certain religious sect that they belong to. Turns out that he was never baptized. This comes up mainly because of Elizabeth Taylor's character here. She belongs to a different Christian sect than this family, and she loves the son. And so you have that the issue of, is it okay to marry outside of your religious sect? I can't remember which ones belong to what, but you kind of get that issue even today when it comes to churches. Can a Baptist marry a Methodist? Let's just use those two as an example because they're very popular. Or a Catholic marrying, whatever, a different Catholic marrying a Methodist or a Nazareth or something like that. Let's just say like that. This kind of issue here about being able to marry into a different person's church, is that a problem? Is that okay? You kind of get that relationship going on there as well. That topic is touched here. Looking at my notes here, what else I want to say about this? Or touch about everything that there is. I did also enjoy like the power structure here, like the role of a man and a woman in the family, and how the man here, the husband, the father is clearly like the head of the household, but you see that the mother really is behind a lot of the decision making that the father makes. He's the head, but she knows how to persuade him to do the things and make the decisions that she wants him to make. I really did enjoy that. I'm going to highly recommend this one. I think this is a great movie. Life with Father. Right now you can find it on Amazon Prime. If you like Elizabeth Taylor, you'll enjoy this. Like she's in it a little bit. It's a great family movie, but it has like but it's for everybody. Everybody can watch this. It's fantastic. I really liked it. So check that out, Life with Father. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you've already seen this, it's oldies. So I'm sure a lot of you already seen this. Leave some comments below. And let me know what you think about this movie. So have a great day. Until next time, bye.